All right, y'all, we got more Trump financial problems here. Bombshell New York Times report claims Trump could owe $100 million after double dipping on tax claims. Former President Trump could owe the IRS more than $100 million after claiming dubious tax breaks on his skyscraper in Chicago, a Bombshell New York Times report revealed. The Chicago Tower, Trump's most recent major construction project and completed in 2009, has been a huge money loser since building began. But the IRS is accusing Trump of writing off his losses twice, effectively double-dipping on the tax benefits gained from the tower's financial losses. The Times reported that Trump's tax return in 2008 claimed the building was worthless because the debt was too great to ever turn a profit. He reported losses of up to $651 million, according to the Times investigation, which it did in partnership with ProPublica. In 2010, the report states, Trump moved the company that owned the tower into a new partnership. Because he controlled both companies, it was like moving coins from one pocket to another, according to the Times. Then he used the shift as a justification to declare $168 million in additional losses over the next decade. The Times reported the move has been subject to a years-long, but until now unknown investigation by the IRS that is still going on. In a statement given to the Times, Trump's son Eric, who is executive vice president of the Trump Organization, said, "This matter was settled years ago, only to be brought back to life once my father ran for office. We are confident in our position, which is supported by opinion letters from various tax experts, including the former general counsel of the IRS." Okay, so look, they're going to go through this. They're going to adjudicate this. But basically, the argument is this. You took a deduction in 2008 for this property, and then in 2010, you shifted the financial assets into another company, and you took a deduction again for it. And you're double dipping on your tax breaks, and you're going to owe $100 million because we see the little sleight of hand trick you did there. Who am I inclined to believe at this moment? Who's telling the truth? I mean, I'm going to go ahead and side with the IRS as opposed to the guy who was just found guilty of business fraud, insurance fraud, and tax fraud. So look, when you put all the civil cases together, man, he owes a lot of fucking money. Holy shit. He owes so much money. So you had, what, $100 million or thereabouts when it came to E. Jean Carroll and the defamation case and the sexual assault or whatever it was. So you got that. Then you have the $454 million for the various kinds of fraud that he was caught doing in the state of New York. Cracked his ass over that. And then he might add another $100 million. So we're looking at what? If it was 450, was the 454, 464, was that with or without the E. Jean Carroll amount? I think that's with. So let's go about 450. So it'd be like $550 million. Jesus, bro. So he would owe $550 million DZACs. At what point does he's got to declare bankruptcy, right? At some point, even without this extra $100 million, you're in bankruptcyville, right? So look, that opens up all the speculation, right? If he doesn't declare bankruptcy, which he wouldn't want to because that's his brand, is I'm the guy who's never gone bankrupt, even though his businesses went bankrupt 6 times. He never personally went bankrupt. He might throw another business bankruptcy on that. Might need a personal bankruptcy on it. But look, if he doesn't, then it's like, where the fuck are you getting your money from, bro? And that's where, in step all the stories about how Jared Kushner took $2 billion from Saudi Arabia. And we know there was a tit for tat. We know he was sharing classified information with Mohammed bin Salman. Mohammed bin Salman personally intervened to say, give him the $2 billion. How much money is Trump getting for the live golf events that are happening at his courses? It's at least tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions. He just did that little Truth Social maneuver where he's trying to cash out on that in order to stay afloat to pay off some of this stuff. But at some point you got to question, who are the Saudi sugar daddies? Who are the Israeli sugar daddies? Who are the corporate sugar daddies? He's got billionaires left and right that are willing to throw money at him to save his ass, knowing that, hey, this guy, he's the favorite to be president again. So I'll get whatever the fuck I want when he's in there. And we saw it already previously. He took $100 million from Sheldon Adelson on 2 separate occasions, and then he moved the embassy to Jerusalem. That's exactly what Sheldon Adelson wanted. Did the Abraham Accords. He let Sheldon Adelson run our foreign policy, basically. Sheldon Adelson paid to run our foreign policy vis-a-vis Israel, and Trump let him do it. He greenlit it. And so he already did it. He's probably going to do that times 10 the next time around, because now he's in debt up to the gills, bro. He's in debt up to the gills. So I think it is fair to call this a genuine national security threat, right? The liberals missed the mark with the whole Russiagate bullshit. It was never about Russia. It was always about Israel. It was always about Saudi Arabia. It was always about the billionaires who can control them. And now he would be even more in debt to them. So, goddamn, another $100 million. You're talking over $500 million he would owe for his various crimes. You don't think there's a risk there, having that guy in the White House? We live in a movie. The more I read these stories, the more I feel like we live in a movie, man. And I don't think this is one of those movies that ends well. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.